It appears that Sharina Hudson is determined to save some cash for a rainy day because her financial woes are getting worse with every new day. Word is on the street that she tries to keep her business afloat and even steals from her current partner Kevin Hunter, who is on the edge of poverty himself. Well, we all knew that Sharina's shame had no limits, but it seems like she's ready to sacrifice everyone on her way to success and richness, even her so-called soulmate. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live channel. I keep my eyes on the most scandalous events in show business and always bring you the hottest updates. So it seems like the romance between Sharina Hudson and Kevin Hunter was strong until they ran out of money, and Sharina quickly showed what she was in there for. Rumor has it that Sharina is stealing from Kevin as she prepares to take her daughter and live him for good. To find out more about this drama, be sure to stay tuned to the entire video until the end. Well, I guess Wendy Williams' words about her ex-husband's mistress, Sharina Hudson, were true, and there is no more denial that this girl got involved with Kevin Hunter because of money. Sources reveal that Sharina plans to quit this ugly story for good and stashes cash to help her sustain her life without Wendy's millions. And apparently, she decided to rob her own lover and partner, Kevin Hunter, who is currently in a pathetic financial position himself. After the judge denied Kevin's petition, where he pleaded his alimony to be reinstated, the man basically turned into a beggar. As Kevin informed the court in his filing, the payments, which were outlined in his and Wendy's marital settlement agreement, were essential to maintain his way of life. But I guess the judge decided that buying another Chanel bag was not that essential. So Kevin was left without his main source of income, aka Wendy's fat alimony checks. So, as the remaining of his money was spent on attorneys who tries to find loopholes in his divorce agreement, Kevin thought that he can withhold the storm with Sharina by his side. And in the beginning, she was truly helpful with making more schemes and plots against Wendy. Apparently, this couple firmly believed that the money that Wendy earned from her hard and honest labor was somehow theirs as well, just because they are used to living off her and were successfully squandering Wendy's millions for decades. But Sharina had her own plan set in motion, which didn't include Kevin Hunter. It seems like this girl learned from Wendy and also created the strategy of leaving Kevin and robbing him. And once she realized that her extravagant lifestyle is not coming back, she decided to take the rest of the coins Kevin owned and leave him for good while she still had a chance. Well, knowing about Sharina's background and the way she made it to her current life, I'm surprised to hear that she steals from her own lover at the moment. Even Wendy herself exposed this girl as a gold digger a long time ago, stating Sharina's only goal was money and nothing else. Once Wendy's divorce was finalized, she didn't hesitate to air some dirty laundry and expose her ex's mistress and her true colors. While promoting her Lifetime documentary, Wendy Williams, what a mess. Williams spoke about the content in the special, saying, "Welcome to Hot Topics, Sharina Hudson, getting out of my car with my money." As it turned out, Wendy suspected from the very beginning that Sharina was not looking for love, but dreamed of getting rich and famous. And what was the quickest way to reach success if not sleeping with a powerful producer, right? At the time, it seemed to Sharina that Kevin Hunter was her golden ticket to the celebrity lifestyle, and she held on tight until she realized that the real breadwinner in the family was always Wendy. That's why she decided to steal from Kevin and run away while there's a chance. So all this time, while she was living with him, she was probably saving cash little by little. And now, when it appears there's nothing else to take and Kevin's account is as dry as an old well, she is ready to pack her stuff and leave. I bet Sharina was guessing that Kevin is not really as rich and successful on his own as he claimed. Because in his filing to the court, Kevin honestly stated, "My car insurance hasn't been paid as a result of not receiving monthly severance payments. I'm behind on credit card payments because I have no money since the severance payments were suspended." So, seeing that there's nothing else to take, Sharina prepared her escape. But I guess no one is shocked by this because people were already blaming this girl for ruining Wendy's marriage and contributing to her worsening health disorders. It was obvious since the beginning that Sharina was there only for money, and wreaking havoc in the life of a well-established family was nothing for her. And once she could not mooch off Wendy anymore, she made a decision to sponge Kevin's personal funds until his last coins sink into her pocket. Here's what the audience thinks about Sharina. One person commented, "Nobody not surprised. She was only there for the money. Karma is working overtime. May it continue for the next 15 years. And another person added, "Was all about the money." On top of that, he's probably bitter around the house due to the lack of funds. They are probably both frustrated because of the financial issue and starting to argue a lot. Well, Sharina had her moments of luxury, and it looks like she didn't want to come to her old life where she had to wake up early and make her living by working 2 or 3 jobs. The lifestyle that Kevin provided for her with Wendy's money was so appealing that the mere thought of living a mediocre life became repulsive. Of course, when you call yourself a designer and a chef on Instagram, It's hard to come back to serving people drinks at the parties and doing something ungrateful for a minimum wage. Well, before Sharina met Kevin, her life was exactly like I described before. No lazy days mixing pancakes in the kitchen or going to the gym. She was working hard, but apparently didn't get enough talent or skills to become rich without a sugar daddy by her side. And since the life of a celebrity was too attractive to resist, she started sleeping with Hunter, knowing exactly that he was her golden ticket to the highs of show business. And he actually was, while he had the means to satisfy her growing demands. Because boy, this lady's appetite for luxury was hard to saturate. It all started with designer bags and fancy diners, but the more time she spent with Kevin, the more demanding she became. It ended up with him buying a sports car for her, then a house, and even investing in her business ideas. Such a rapid transition from rags to riches, don't you think? But since this girl came to New York City with the idea to fill her pockets with cash, she saw no obstacles in front of her. And now she sank so low that decided to rob Kevin and pocket the remains of his money. That might have been her plan all along because Sharina definitely learned how to leech off people and make them squander money. As Wendy Williams said about her first impression of this girl, you know how the girls with the sparkler champagne bottles at the club, they get people to spend more money, they dress scantily clad and things like that. So Sharina was not even hiding her true identity and intentions. She was apparently looking for a easy prey who could fall for her and bathe her in luxury. And Kevin Hunter became that person. Even Wendy Williams was saying that he was easy to seduce and use, considering how much Sharina tried to win his affection and attention. As Wendy mentioned in her interview with Andy Cohen, Kevin's problem is that Kevin ended up getting with this girl. She made herself very available to him. But while Sharina was working on her enrichment scheme, Kevin actually fell for this girl. That's why, despite his many affairs, he managed to keep this one going for a long time. But I bet it was to keep Sharina around him. He just bought more and more expensive stuff for her, and she was happy to play her part. Well, Kevin was a fool not to see right through her because now, when he is left without a single dime from his ex-wife, he is no longer interesting or attractive to Sharina, and she plans to make the rest of his money before she disappears. It's sad because Kevin seems to have settled into his new role and truly enjoys his life with this lady and their love child. Rumors have it that he even proposed to Sharina with a gorgeous huge diamond ring worth $80,000 and called her his soulmate in one of his Instagram stories. He went so emotional that he confessed, "Me and Sharina are soulmates. That means we write it." Well, to me, it feels like the only thing Sharina and Kevin share is their love for the money they never earned. So yeah, Kevin is right and they actually scavenging buddies for life. But this time, they're not united in their desire to steal someone else's money. It's Sharina who moves against Kevin. So this man will soon experience what it feels like to be robbed and betrayed by the person he loves. Just the thing he had done to his own wife with his infidelity. I guess it won't be long before we find out the truth because Kevin seems to have no means of income to sustain Sharina's opulent lifestyle. Fans predicted this outcome since the very beginning of this trauma, and they slammed Sharina for being a useless person who uses people to gain money. One of my subscribers commented, "Looks like she needs to get a real job and take care of the baby and stop the stupid stuff." And another person wrote, "Parasites will always be parasites. We know what to do with them." And here's the opinion that I particularly like. This person commented, "As Candy said, I'm not saying she's a gold digger, but she ain't messing with a broke. This is all Kevin's karma. He will get from Sharina what he gave to Wendy." Yeah, I guess it will be a huge blow for Kevin when Sharina takes his last coins and announces that she leaves him for good, because she surely doesn't see herself in a situation where she has to actually work a regular job like the rest of us do. And what do you reckon? Is Sharina stashing cash because she knows the rainy days are coming? Or is she squandering them in her lavish style? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm eager to know what you're thinking. And in the meantime, check my other video about Sharina and Kevin facing foreclosure. This truly explains why she is trying to pocket as much cash as possible at the moment. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. I promise to be back very soon with a new portion of gossip about your favorite celebrities